I love the story that's depicted right here, and it's probably one of my favorite stories in the entire museum. This lone Marine that you're looking at with the .30 caliber machine gun over his shoulder is marching out of a place called the Chosin Reservoir. It's December 1950, and the 1st Marine Division finds itself surrounded by 10 Chinese divisions. They're in a fight for their life. But despite these hardships, this story has to deal with a tiny little wrapper found at the bottom of this case. It's a Tootsie Roll wrapper.
When they were radioing for information or supplies or giving status back and forth from their command headquarters, they used code words to indicate different things, whether it's a tank, a vehicle, a gun, personnel, equipment, food, or ammunition. In this case, the code word for 60mm mortar ammunition is Tootsie Roll.
They were running dangerously low, and because of this, one of the Marines was on the radio back to the rear. And on the radio, he was trying to request more 60mm mortars. The code name for 60mm mortars on the radio was Tootsie Rolls. The only problem was the guy in the rear didn't know that code. So as this Marine was frantically trying to call for more Tootsie Rolls, he took them literally.
So guess what? The next morning they airdrop crates of Tootsie Rolls into the Marines. No mortar ammunition, but they had plenty of Tootsie Rolls. But the Tootsie Rolls were kind of a blessing in disguise, because remember, the average temperature at the breakout from the Chosin Reservoir was from 20 to 50 below zero. Everything was freezing. They couldn't keep water because water froze immediately. They had to keep the vehicles running, because if they didn't keep them running and keep the engines warm, the fuel lines would freeze.
They could take one of these Tootsie Rolls out, and even though it was frozen solid, and they realized that after about 20 minutes that Tootsie Roll was soft enough that they could chew it. And those Tootsie Rolls gave them the sugar and the energy they needed to keep moving and to keep fighting. There were literally hundreds of these Tootsie Roll wrappers lining the roads out of the Chosin Reservoir.
When the Chosin Few has their reunions, wherever they're having them, the Tootsie Roll Company always sends boxes of Tootsie Rolls for the people attending those reunions.